whatchamacallit? What did you say?
The back anchor is on that same side.
All right, this is straight down.
I know.
And boom, boom, bam, we're live. Uncle Jeep in the house. Joe Harshbarger. Yeah, it just took a little bit getting out here. You know, what's that saying goes. But anyways, we should have been out here by 9 and then it's just a whole nother story. But we are here now. 13 awesome people out there still watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hopefully we're going to be able to put some big fish up here for y'all. Always great to see Uncle Jeep. Mark ain't got nothing on bacon maple donuts forever. I can attest to that. Uncle Jeep came through with the bacon maple donuts at CatCon Louisville. Sunfish King, how's it going, my friend? If y'all haven't checked out Sunfish King yet, he's been out there doing it for a while. He does a lot, helping out a lot of other channels. Check out Sunfish King, good friend of mine. There's Brian B. Big John's out there. Thank you. Appreciate you, Bugman. Yeah, it was kind of a last minute thing that we were able to work it out that we could get out here, and then it just took a little longer than what we thought we were going to be able to do. S&T, good to see you, my friend. Appreciate all the great comments that you've had. Thank you. And S&T, you had left a comment, a question the other night. I just didn't get a chance to answer it. No, here in the James River, we are a tidal river, so the sturgeon come upriver. Starting in about June till October, November, then they head back out. We are not allowed to actually target sturgeon here. We just happened to get, we were catfishing and happened to get lucky. But it was amazing. What snacks? Oh my goodness, where'd they go? Uncle Jeep is wondering what snacks we bought tonight. Well, of course, you got the munchies, peanut butter and Cheetos. 34 awesome people out there. Thank you very much. We have got bait. We've got the rods getting cast out right now. Dink over stink. How's it going? We got some other stuff that I'm going to cover tonight. Going to show you how to tie a couple rigs. G-style fishing. I got to meet G-style one of these days. Guerrero Bagre, how's it going, my friend? Great to see you also. Sean T, how are you? Great to see everybody. Catfish from Fresno, CVA. Thank you, man. All these old schools that have been here watching us for a long time. Thank you. Charlie Wilkes, how you doing? I hope you're still out there. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Lance is out there. The tournament is this Sunday. Team Snag and Whiskers, Dustin, how are you? Murillo Family Fishing. We were just actually talking about you, Michael. We'll have to get in touch with you tomorrow sometime. But speaking of Michael Murillo, I don't know if we've officially have we officially introduced our new net on the show yet?
Not our show. It was on Jody's show.
Oh, that's right. We had it out. That's right, on the Flathead Challenge. But guess what? Two stands finally have. Hopefully, we get to really use this thing tonight. It is the Monster Net, and I can guarantee if y'all are looking for a heavy-duty net, this is the net to get. We've got the. And thank you, Michael Murillo. This is the HydroWeb HD80 from Monster Rod Holders. Steve, just a great person. Check out Monster Rod Holders. But this is the HydroWeb HD80. we put both of our. We had both the twins in there, so it will definitely. They weigh about 100 pounds. There you go. Heroes is saying it, and for Heroes to say it, that says something. So I'm pretty comfortable. Any catfish that is out there, I am comfortable landing any catfish. I mean, I fit in the net. So thank you, Michael. But there is the new edition. That's the biggest upgrade to Two Stands Fishing. So there we go. And great to see you, Sean. That's right, TSW. Warren Stock says, let's go. Glad you made it, Stan. For a minute, I thought I was going to have to watch another slightly used horror movie on Netflix. That's right. Hero said that he netted a 100-pounder with it this year. And definitely check out, of course, goes without saying, Epic Catfish. You can definitely see where that the netting of that fish. So that was a great day out there. There's Trish Stan. Uncle Jeep says, hey, Stan, too, didn't you win a certain tourney last weekend? Well, as a matter of fact, Uncle Jeep, thank you for bringing that up. Yes, I won the couples challenge. Hey, Kevin Silent Fishing, good to see you.
You won the couples challenge?
Yes, I won the couples. Why? What did you?
I thought you were going to give credit to Madra.
Oh, well, yeah, she did catch 19 out of the 21 fish, but but yes, thank you. Yes, we won the couples challenge this weekend. My beautiful wife caught 19 out of the 21 fish, and 20 of the 21 fish. Of course, it's backwards, but that's the FOA double Y rods. This is the 5-foot version. And I've got a Luz speed cast on here. It's pretty much the same reel as a Pisky Fun Chaos. It's got the thumb bar, which makes it really great for what way we use it.
It's almost as good as one of them Ancient Mariner reels.
Mac Fishing says, don't get in trouble now, Stan. Uncle Jeep says, I knew it. Stan 3 has been holding you back all this time. Well, no, I gotta give Stan 3 credit also. He did help us. We got to the water. He got us to the water. We had all went out and got some bait. We caught some fresh shad before it started. But I love the thumb bar on that one. But with reels, right now, anybody out there that's looking for an amazing reel, Dustin's out there. He can attest to you about Ancient Mariner reels. Right now, there is, until Sunday, Triple City Anglers is doing the 20% off. So code 2stands20. If you're thinking about getting an Ancient Mariner reel, now would be the time to do it. Because with using code 2stands20, that puts your Ancient Mariner reel, I think I figured it out at $76, but it's 20% off of whatever at triplecityanglers.com. Use code 2stands20 and you can get a Ancient Mariner reel for $76. Can't beat that. I got the link out in the description. The code is out in the description. So right now, up until Sunday, 2stands20 at what's that? Well, 2stands20 up until Sunday gets 20% off of anything on the website. And anything that's ordered, any order, you're entered into a raffle to win an awesome tackle pack similar to this.
It's loaded up with more, though.
It has more than this. It's loaded. It's got the Triple City Angler hooks, the Goober Time hooks. It has the rattles, the spooks.
What they call cat daddies.
The Cat Daddies, that's right. The swivels. So any order up until the 23rd, if you use codes 2stance20, you get 20% off your order, plus you're entered into that raffle. And that includes the Ancient Mariner reels for $76. I don't know where you're going to get them at that price. Nowhere. Let's see. Rhonda's out there. How you doing? Rhonda says it is good to see that you have found the live button. Yeah, I was searching and searching. And Trish Stan is out there. Hello, Trish. How you doing? Okay. Dustin says that's right. They are fantastic. So, I mean, to get an Ancient Mariner reel for $76 and to get entered into the tackle pack is $100 and something. So it's definitely well worth getting into it. There you go. That's right. Check out my good friend Team Snag and Whiskers. Right close to that 500 mark. Mac Fishing says Stand 3 always wins those packs. Oh, that's right. Thank you, Dustin. Yes. So $76 not only gets you the Ancient Mariner reel, it helps when you use code 2stance20. That does help support our channel. And Ancient Mariner reels come with a lifetime warranty. So that is awesome. Team effort, yes. My wife doesn't get out fishing very often, but when she does, I think it was like 4 or 5 o'clock before we got off the water. We stayed out there fishing for a while. Thank you, Rhonda. I really appreciate you being out there. There you go. Thank you. 44 awesome people out there. So we are set up right here we are expecting, oh, there we go. Team Snag and Whiskers got it last night. Wonderful viewers on Pontoon Jody's. That's right. They're currently at 510. So yes, if you haven't subbed to Team Snag and Whiskers, they fish the James River here with us. Dustin and Sean, and they're awesome sons, Landon and Ryan. I'll ask them, CVA. Hold on a second. And they're awesome sons. They fish the James River.
Right now.
Dustin's been amazing. You know, when I haven't been able to get out here, he's been just a true friend getting me out to the water. So I can't say enough good things about Team Snag and Whiskers. Keith Doc Reed is out there. Alvin Lewis, how are you? Great to see you. Catfish in Fresno says, can Stand 3 act like the Shamway guy during those infomercials?
I didn't see no Galaxy.
Yeah. With the Galaxy.
That might be a little before my time.
You don't remember the Shamway guy? Well, he did the chopping thing too.
Oh,
it chops, it dices, it slices, it turns.
You got the wrong stand on that one. Yeah. You're the one for that.
But we came out here at directly low tide, so we're gonna have an incoming tide coming up here shortly.
They're not playing good music, but they're really good speakers.
That's from a car. Holy smokes, we are probably what, a mile from the highway? Or more. And we can hear the car's radio out here on the river. That's crazy. 40 plus awesome people out there. Thank you, thank you. So anybody that fishes tidal rivers know when it's that slack tide, there's going to be some spots where you can catch fish, but if you're fishing current, like blue cats love the current. So at that slack tide, it's the bite is usually not good. Catfish Hero says, I got to go watch some TSW. Check back in a minute. All right, this is probably the time to do it because we're just getting set up. The tide is just starting to come in. It's been coming in for probably about a half hour or more now. We're up by the city, actually, Dustin. We were. We're up by the city now. We're down from Aunt Carol's. Hey, is that? It looked like a mark, but it's not on the other one. 46 awesome people out there. Thank you, thank you.
Put out 6 really sensitive fish finders.
6 really sensitive fish finders, huh? The Uncle Lou rods?
Yeah, once they get a, tell you there's fish.
All right, Hero. Hero says don't catch anything till he comes back.
Try not to.
And yes, what D. Smithy's talking about is since we won the, and by we, I mean I won the couples challenge. No, actually, great job, wife. Appreciate you coming out there and taking first place with us. But she ended up winning the Uncle Lou's rod. That's right. And Team Stag and Whiskers, they're on that journey too. You're going to be seeing them catching some big fish coming up within the next year. They've been doing a great job. G Style Fishing says, Stand 3. What is your opinion on bait size in cold water?
I don't know. It kind of depends on the area. It depends on what's swimming around or what the bait's like around you. Because I've been in some areas and you can have some smaller baits, and maybe I'll cut the bait down a little smaller, match the hatch. But if I'm down in an area where them big shad are swimming around, I might try to throw some bigger baits out there. But typically, you want to be smaller. The colder water, they're not going to try to use as much energy to eat something. So maybe it might be a little easier to just eat a smaller bait, less energy to catch it.
There you go. There you go. That's a good answer. Yes. Typically, when you're fishing cold water, like right now, what's the air temperature out here right now? It's not too bad. It's probably in the 50s.
Yeah.
Water temperature has dropped
60 degrees.
Right at dead 60, 59.8, 60 degrees, which is down. When was the last time we were out here? Was it last Sunday? No.
At least like 64. Last time I was out, I remember it being at least 64.
About a week ago, it was 64 degrees. Now the water temperature is 60 degrees.
I think right now, maybe instead of changing your bait size, you might want to change where it is in the water column. Maybe try playing with a float or not a float.
There you go. That's a good idea.
And if you want to float, go over to Triple City Anglers and get some of them spooks. See how I did that there?
There you go. That was close to the Shamway guy. Bugman22 says still has not got his pole line. It's been 2 hours. Laughing Cats out there. How you doing? Great to see you, Thomas. Yes, I agree. That's 60 degrees prime time water temp. I love this time of year from 60 degrees down to about 50 degrees. Even after that, the winter time, the colder waters is the time to catch you may not catch as many fish, especially catfish, but that's when you're true monsters. you have the best chance of catching a monster.
You know, speaking about it, we just had that couples tournament like you're talking about. We were talking about changing your tactics or whatever. Palmetto had the Carolina rigs with floats and without floats, and the ones without floats was catching all the fish. So once he changed it, he started loading up on them. He was getting hits across the all back boat.
Oh,
It
he was
was
using
just all it did was take the float off because the ones without the floats were catching all the fish.
he was using Carolina rigs then.
Yep, and then it was getting nonstop.
But going back to the bait size with the cold water, yes, typically you want to downsize your baits. But here, like on the James River, we have gigantic gizzard shad. You can catch, caught them up to over 20 inches long. So they have, even in the wintertime, there's big food out there. But their metabolism is way low. So a lot of times they won't eat. Hey, Mark, catfish and crappies out there. A lot of times they won't eat that. They won't hit that bigger bait. It's kind of like even us bigger guys. That little Reese's cup goes floating by you, man. You're gonna just boom. But you might not have the energy to take down that whole big meal. So.
Man, you ain't never said that.
Yeah, I've never said that, but well, I've got a coat on. But yeah, and it also depends on what you're fishing for. Like this past weekend, there was the King of the James River, the King of the James tournament here on the James River. So pretty much meant every big fish angler in this whole area was here, hitting all the big fish spots. And the couples challenge was a numbers tournament. So I downsized our baits, downsized our hooks. You will definitely catch more numbers on smaller baits. And obviously it worked. We probably could have caught with about an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes left in the tournament, we left the number spot to try to go catch bigger fish.
I think that's probably the biggest part right there, the location. If you're
All
having
right.
bad luck, you might just be in the wrong
Heroes
spot.
is back, says we can
All right, it's time. He's back now.
we can catch the fish now.
You gotta wait no more.
We may have to reposition the boat a little bit, but G-Style says, Stand 3, I seen guy in a pontoon fishing with 20 rods. He was putting in some fish work.
Hold my beer.
Yeah. Stand 3 had the, what was it? The SS Hedgehog, the SS Porcupine.
I had the fire and rescue, so I look like a porcupine out here.
And it was a 14-foot narrow 14-foot John boats. He had more rods out than footage of the boat. Carolina rigs. Yeah, and that's another thing. As the water temperatures get cold, the fish will hug that bottom a little more. So then the Carolina rigs without the float, that's the only difference, Carolina rig and Santa Cooper rig. Carolina rig is no float, so it tends to be closer to the bottom. And the Santa Cooper rig has the float, spook, whatever you want to say, to float the bait up off the bottom. Yep, get it right, get it tight. Boom, boom, boom. Shots fired by Danny Stone. Danny saying, I said hello in chat, but just like a big catfish. Stand 2 missed me.
Oh.
Well, look at there. Danimals, Creations, and Adventures. Daniel's finally unblocked. Guess who's been unblocked after over a year? We took care of that live at CatCon. Stephen Corley's out there. How you doing? Weed Hopper's out there. Good to see you. Let's get caught up in chat here. There we go.
Bait all under us. Look at I see him.
You saw some shad?
I see him. I'll tell you, we put that, what is this? What do you call this? A sling?
Yep.
You put that in there like a dip net. We can go ice fishing tomorrow. More than
Oh, that's right. It doesn't have the big holes in it. So we're marking huge schools of shad underneath the boat right now. We got the Uncle Lou's. As you can see how bright it is out here. That's right, heroes. That's right. That's right. As you can see how bright it is out here, we've got the old school Uncle Lou's convex light. And it's in the water a little bit, and the school's shad are just the smaller ones right now are just all under the boat. Hey, Sampy's out there. How you doing? 10:25. We're going to give it a little bit longer here.
You know, it's crazy. You see the fish finder right now.
Yeah.
If I turn the light off, all that'll go away.
Yep. Yep. It's crazy.
And then and it all come right back.
The shad especially, they love that light at night. Like, so if you're out on the boat or even on the bank and you put that light out over top of the water, they do that thing where they sell the green lights. That works too. Well, you will start, if you want to cast nets a bunch of bait, that's a good way to do it.
Good way to go bass fishing too.
Good way to go bass and crappie fishing with those two. That's right.
Easy to get bait.
I'm beginning to think that that's not in a boat. That's just some dude over on the bank over there. Team Snag and Whiskers said they just got a nice order of tidal weights, rock bottom drifters in today. Can't wait to use them.
Man.
Well, man, you are just right on point, Team Snag and Whiskers.
What do those look like? I don't know if I've ever seen one of those.
You will not be disappointed. For those of you that have used tidal weights, Brad's link is out in the description. Check him out on Facebook. Ooh. As a matter of fact, let's see, let's get caught up there. Green carp. Hey, real-time catfishing. My good friend John's out there. Good to see you. That's right. It truly was. Denim was awesome. That's why I love CatCon. Oh, well, that's awesome. I'm definitely looking forward to meeting her, too. That's going to be great. But I haven't told my wife yet that I'm going, so. Lance McCoo guy's going to be using some tidal weights. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you checking out my good friend, Brad. Catfish in Fresno. For those that don't know, you all, I'm sure, remember CVA, Central Valley Adventures. That's his new channel name, Catfish in Fresno. But Dustin brought up the tidal weights. The link is out in the description for Brad Cottle and the tidal weights. This is the rock bottom drifters. This is a 3, which I believe is an ounce and a half. Uses his egg sinkers in there. It's got a float up on top. This is what 19, well, actually 20 of the 21 fish were caught using a tidal weight.
I've been using those for like suspending.
Oh, suspending. I love them for suspending.
Kind of make like a Kentucky rig, and I'll put that on the bottom.
Wait a minute. That's the 2 stands, 2 hook rig.
I said just a Kentucky rig. I didn't say nothing about 2 hook.
But yes, that's what we use when we're drifting here in the drifting dragon. When we're out here on the James, we're using the tidal weights, rock bottom drifters. His link is out there. He also has some of the best prices on lead out there too. So your regular fishing sinkers,
any mold that you're gonna need, he's got it.
And that's the great thing there. He's got such a huge selection. One of my favorites is the flat bank sinkers. Oh yeah, look at them.
Yeah, there's crap.
Oh, there they are. There they are. I see them now. There's got to be a couple thousand small, tiny shad right here. Danimal saying every fish that he's caught over the last year has been on a tidal weight. Oh, can you hear the music? Murillo says, sounds like you guys are by my neighbor's garage.
I told you, he's got some good speakers.
Well, thank you, Weed Hopper.
Watch, that would be the song that copyrights this. Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, I don't know if that could be a copyrighted song or not, but sturgeon-shaped weights. Hey, James Albaugh's out there. James, great to see you. And Weed Hopper, I'm glad you brought that up because you hear us advertising like the 2 stands 20 code right now at Triple City Anglers and talking about tidal weights and the Freddie's the FOA double Y rods and Uncle Lou's rods. Everything that we talk about, we actually use. If I don't use it, or we don't use it and we haven't had great success with it, everything that I talk about or bring up is something that we use, and I know it will help you catch some big fish. It won't let you down. So I do apologize if it comes off like an infomercial sometimes, but it's all product, it's all things that I use and I believe in. Right now we've got the 2 FOA rods, the Freddie rods out.
I think they're on pre-sale now.
They are on pre-sale right now. Check out Freddie's Outdoors Adventures on Facebook or on YouTube. We've got the 4 Uncle Lou rods back there at the back of the boat.
Yeah, we're breaking the rules. We're playing music on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know what else to do about it, but I'm hoping it's not a copyrighted.
Is it a good vibe? Is everybody digging it, or?
Yak Shore Outdoors says, I have no idea what the question is, but the answer is 222. What's up? Hey, it's great to see you.
I'm trying to channel our inner Mexicat right now.
That's right. I'm channeling the inner Mexicat. After all, I am the Mexitroll. El Mexitroll. 47 awesome people. We may have to reposition the boat a little bit here in a few minutes. That's right. Dan says, barely lost any lead in Missouri, fished with the same 4 sinkers for months. That's exactly right. And there's, if you match your sinkers to what you're actually using them for, it does help out a lot too. Like I've been using lately, we've been using the rock bottom drifters for doing some bumping and suspend drifting. But the egg sinkers also work out great, and also matching the rigs to what you're using the sinkers for. Hey, Missy Kennedy's out there. How you doing? It's great to see James. James, I hope you're doing well. I know you've had the surgery there. Oh, we heard that we may have Heroes saying we may have an Epic and Heroes sighting. Hoping they can launch at Alton next weekend.
Alton. That's not on the James.
No, that's not on the James, no. Yeah, we would. I guarantee if Epic and Heroes were out here, we would definitely be launching with them somewhere. That's right. Dustin's been doing a great job as co-hosting Jody's Flathead Challenge. I am very glad that Dustin took that over and has been doing a great job with that. I did that for a long time. And Dustin does a great job with keeping everything going there. Fresno says, CBA says, let us find out that Stand 3, that music is Stand 3 making TikToks. The fish count, unfortunately, is 0 right now. I'm your Huckleberry. How you doing? But I kind of anticipated that once I saw that the tide chart said that we came in at pretty much exactly low tide. We should start, the bite should start picking up again. Muskrat Adventures is out there. How you doing, Roger? When you have low or high tide, if you're fishing tidal rivers, basically that means, when you're fishing tidal river, outgoing tide, the river's going downstream like a normal river flows. Well, in a tidal river, once that hits low tide, then it switches to the incoming tide, the river actually flows back upstream the other way. So every 6 hours, or approximately 6 hours, you got outgoing tide, incoming tide, outgoing tide. So your river is flowing down, flowing back up. At low tide and high tide, it's just slack. The water, like there's a leaf that's sitting right there. And it's just not moving yet. So with blue cats, especially, where their biggest thing that they focus on is current, is water movement. So hey, Sean White, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, it's been a crazy month so far. I was at CatCon Kansas City.
I hope he's good at snowboarding.
Sean White.
Every time I hear him come in, it just first thing pops in my head.
Roger and Zach been having a great trip down there in the Tennessee. They've been catching some monsters. And that river there, especially
All right, so Roger, come on, tell us honestly, isn't it a lot easier to fish the Tennessee River? It's like a handicap. They got out there with training wheels.
Well, as a matter of fact, that was one of the comments I think Zach made it. See what happens when you unleash a bunch of Ohio River fishermen on good fish waters? 44 awesome, amazing people out there. Thank you. And it's great to see everybody again. I love seeing all the same names. Thank you for being with us. S&T Catfishing says, need to play Takedown. Always helps with some of that Haslaf music.
I wondered if we should play something and drown it out.
Hey.
Oh my God, where's Jenny singing to us?
That's right. Jenny probably knows
Yeah,
who's.
she'll probably tell us what song it is. They ain't driving. They gotta be on that. They must have taken their truck down that trail.
I don't see any lights.
There's no way to get up over there. Trust me, I would know.
It is kind of catchy after a while. Hey, Chucky Morgan's out there. How you doing?
Like El Alpha. I think I know who it is. I'm gonna watch that one.
You think you know who it is, huh? All right, Lance. Thank you. Appreciate you coming in as always, my brother. Thank you. Says he's got to be up in 5 hours. Head out doing some salmon fishing. Good luck. All right, Roger. Definitely let us know. Roger said, we are getting our fill of the Tennessee River, but the James River Redemption Tour is coming.
Yeah.
Definitely, and it's been, man, how long? When were y'all here?
Last year.
Last summer, right? Not this past summer, but the summer before. Well, we know so much more about the river. It's going to be definitely great seeing y'all again. Hey, thank you, Creel. Creel says it's the reigning, defending, undisputed couples challenge champion. Stand to. Thank you. Oh, yes, and my wife did help. That's right, Lance. Definitely good luck with the Patriot James floats. I hope that works out really well for you. Shade Tree Catfishing, 2 Stands Fishing family member for many months. Thank you, my friend. Great to see you. Met Shade Tree at last year's Louisville CatCon. Hope to see you there again. Oh, but that's right. Shh, my wife doesn't know I'm going to that CatCon yet. Big John says the music in the background sounds like Morse code. Hey. I don't know what to do. I can't. Like they're just there. So.
Hey, we're fishing here.
We got a live going over here, don't you know?
Live stream over here. If you turn that down, thank you. It worked.
It worked. Nope, never mind. Darren Babcock says, let's see video of boat. Thanks, Darren.
They want to see this boat?
Well, we can do it's going to be a quick tour of the boat. It's not going to take much.
Don't blink.
Yeah, definitely don't blink.
Hopefully it's not buffering.
And this is actually our big boat. This is our 14-foot stand craft. No, it's 14-foot deep bottom. Hydroweb 80 net. There we go. The middle seat had been taken out, so we got area to work with here. Step one way or the other. There's the Uncle Lou rods out the back. Step this way again. We are powered by J motor. That motor is actually older than I am. That's from the motor's from the 1950s.
1957.
57. Purrs like a kitten.
Every screw on there is a flathead.
You know it's an old motor when every screw is a flathead.
I literally take the entire motor apart with one screwdriver. So I guess that is a good thing. Like when you're on the water, you don't need a lot of tools.
That's right. There's our 2 Stands fish and rod holders. There's the big tour of the boat. But 14-foot John boats. We've caught thousands and thousands of pounds of catfish out of.
Might be a fish on this. Fish on this one here.
Cat.
You hear me?
Oh, might have a fish.
It's going out deep.
Oh, oh.
Is that reel down on him? This was all the way on the inside. He all the way out deep.
Oh, reel down on it then. Fish on?
Fish on.
Fish on.
Fish on.
Let's see. I hope y'all can. That's.
I'll sit down.
Oh. Is it in that other line? Because that rod's going now.
Well, this rod was cast all the way towards the bank, and now it's all the way out in the middle.
We might have to go up shallow then.
Not a bad one.
Do we need the Hydro Web 80?
Yeah, well, we better hydro web it.
Oh, what is he doing way over there now? Oh, got some water splashes there.
You're just like lazy. You go, I'll trade you.
What, for the net?
Yeah.
All right, let me put this back in here. All right, let me take this. Not a bad fish.
No, it's good.
Hold on, let me get a little line up.
Got him.
Wow, what a difference with that net.
Like, got scars on, like freckles.
Holy smokes.
It's in the 20s.
Yeah, definitely in the teens.
Pushing the 20s.
All right, so that was way up shallow, right? We may have to move in more. That's where we were marking the other fish, was in close. Yeah, look at that guy. Wow.
He's got another one. He's got another one up here too. He got blood pouring out.
What is that all about?
It definitely looks like he's fighting. Where's Epic?
Yeah.
Are we gonna?
Where is Epic? We got questions. Okay.
No wonder he was acting so tired.
Yeah, this guy is beat up. Got all kinds of blood. Look at that. But we're going to give it maybe a few more minutes out here, and then I think our next move is going to be moving in a little bit out of the main channel, more towards the ledge. That's where this one was.
He was up in that structure.
All right.
Look at all them cuts on his head. Crazy.
Crazy. We can get him back. He's been through some rough stuff.
We're just going to put him back without weighing him. He's a nice fish, but we didn't want to put any more stress on him.
He's been having a rough night, it looks like.
Yeah, that was fresh blood and stuff on him. So it was definitely a fresh cut across the back. 46 awesome people. Dustin says, I think I caught him before. Yeah, normally we would get a weight on the fish like that, just so.
All right, so that was about 22 pounds.
Yeah, we'll just call it 22 pounds.
No, it was right around the low 20s, high teens, low 20s, somewhere around there.
No skunk. No skunk.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Your mother said, yeah, that fish looked like it had a hard day. Weed Hopper said that fish just bit your hook to get away from whatever was beating the hell out of him.
You're probably right.
Help me.
Help me.
That could be true. So what do you think? You want to, that's right, Skunk's out the boat. I'm going to go with Dan's. I think we might have been underestimating a little bit. Danimal said 67 pounds.
Sure.
Sure, I'll go with that one.
Yeah, I recognize that tap anywhere. That's the same thing. Like when we're at work, you know, we tied on, tunk tunk, and then another guy pulls it. That was tunk tunk.
That's
get me
right.
out of here.
That's right. He never did a really big takedown, so.
He was like, tunk tunk, I'm ready.
He was definitely tucked up under some rocks, concrete, something like that. So yeah, we're probably going to end up moving because it's colder and the water temperature had dropped. Like I said, it's dropped just in the past couple of days 4 degrees. So we moved out a little deeper, but that was our first bite out here. And it came from the rod that was cast up towards the ledge. So we might be, hey, Dragonfire, how's it going? You got to listen to what the fish tell you. And Jean Bulligator, hello. 2 stands, good to see you.
You know, he was headed towards that music. He might have been going to the party.
Well, actually, it sounds like he already came from the party by the looks of him.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
He done stumbled down the hill. Roger says, I feel like that fish looks. uh 40 awesome people still out there watching. Thank you, thank you. 10:52 at night. So we'll see. We'll give it a chance here because there's a ton of bait fish have moved up here under the boat. Good to see you, Dragonfire. That's right. That was on the Uncle Lou's rod. Darren Babcock says, this is where your channel should go, not netting. Not sure about that one. Yeah, this is what we do. We come out here and catch some nice fish. We try to have the health of the fish is the most important thing. Oh, the barehanded thing. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I still got marks on my knuckles from like a month ago. Catfish Hero said, I heard y'all caught a 67. Danimal said so. Oh, let's see. All right, Dustin. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Dustin. Well, good luck. Good luck. What time you going out? Muskrat's heading to bed. Up at 5 for some more Wheeler Dam action. All right, Roger. Good luck to you, and say hello to Zach for me. They got a party going on for sure. Yeah, we'll probably get copyrighted and lose all 72 cents of ad revenue. Going to try to be on the water around 8 or 9. Where are you going out of? There's been a huge bass tournament going on, I think, out of Osborne and Dutch Gap this week. Hey.
The whole parking lot filled.
The whole parking lot was filled at Dutch earlier today. This is true. But except for maybe a pontoon boat, I'd love to have a pontoon boat just for mobility reasons. But G-Style says people who start with a small boat always want to go bigger boat, and people who start with the bigger boat always want to go downsize to a smaller boat.
True.
This boat here is about perfect size because this is if you're going to do if you do some river fishing and you're looking for, Dustin said, I was planning on Dutch, but maybe Hopewell. However, where did you got the bait right where we normally get it?
Yeah.
Although, since you're trying to get some shad, Stand 3 has been getting shad right there in our normal spot. So it's one of those catch-22 things there, Dustin. But you'd probably have great luck getting bait right there in that.
I'd say you go to deep bottom. Usually launch a deep bottom. I guarantee you'll catch bait. And then you can head out to the main channel. And probably do pretty good.
There you go. Yeah. I don't know if we've even done the deep bottom thing with you, but deep bottom would be another great choice, especially for stocking up on shad. Pretty much right out from the boat launch. Once that water temperature drops down to where it is, the rest of this whole winter, there will be definitely bait right out there from the deep bottom launch. Just have one of each, one big and one small. That's right, one big boat, one small boat. That's what Green Machine does. But this right here, this is
he's got one of every type of boat that's made.
That's true. But I like this boat here. This is a 14-foot. It's an old Starcraft. It's a deep V. It's a wide boat. Probably, 6 feet across?
Yeah.
Well, maybe not 6 feet, but.
Pretty close.
But standing up in the boat, moving around, even dancing to that music. Hey. but it's really stable. For a smaller boat, I definitely recommend Deep V. Creo says that's how we do it. Creo's got the big one, Dad's got the small one. Yeah, you should be able to see. Shea Tree said, "Go, Stan, go." Good question. G Styles asking, Stan 3, are you a tiller boat or console boat guy for your dream catfishing boat?
Dream catfishing boat.
You gotta talk louder.
The dream catfishing boat would probably be like a 200 horse jet drive, like a Sea Arc with a fully enclosed. Yeah, that would be a dream, the dream one.
Yeah, I think his big thing with the dream boat, because we fish in, there's definitely 4 seasons here in Virginia. So his big thing was the enclosure. Just for example, tonight, the pirogue. I'm out here. I got the T-shirt. Got my coat on. Definitely fishing in shorts. Okay, Stan 3 pairs of pants. Wait a minute. Hold on.
These are insulated pants. I got long johns under them, and then sweatpants over that. There's a hoodie underneath this, plus an insulated shirt. Then my Carhartt.
I think it's even a catfish hoodie.
Oh yeah, you know
the catfish hoodie, shirts on, couple shirts on underneath that, plus his Carhartt. So yes, his big dream boat would definitely be enclosure. The rest would work itself out. Yeah, my uncle's house, Creole, to go to that, like you drove down the dirt road and the pirogues are there. You parked your vehicle there, and you rode the pirogues out to the out to his house. So it's 11:02. We'll give this to what, about 10 after? Or do you just, what do you think? What do you think?
check another spot. Want to check down by all that stuff?
Oh, go further down? Whatever you want to do. I know it's a loaded question. We're either going to because that one fish that we did have came from closer to the ledge, up on the towards the shallow. Or we could go even further down. Is that what you were saying? Your mother says find a honey hole. Well, we're just upriver from the honey hole, so there you go. Luther's got it right. First of all, great to see you, Luther. He says Catfish Chris has the dream boat.
Exactly.
That thing is a freaking tank on the water. You could literally, in 40-degree temperatures, 30-degree temperatures, camp out in that boat right on the river. So that is definitely the boat of boats. That's right. That's right. G-Style says it's not the size of the boat of the fisherman, but what size of the fish he throws in the boat. Well, actually, our smallest boat, the kayak, is what Stand 3 has put the biggest fish in. Our two little John boats, we've had plenty of sick. Shots fired. Shots fired. The river is low and slow tonight, but it is. It's finally starting to move a little bit because that leaf that I was pointing at that was right there just hanging out before, it's gone now. So Luke said I was thinking about selling. It'd be about the same price, the house for the boat. So Dale Hayslip out there, how you doing, Dale? Quentin Robbins' boat. Creel says he thinks that's his favorite. Thank you, Darren.
No, I've seen that the new Angler Quest that Timmy King's got.
Oh, the Angler Quest. Yeah, that's a great boat.
That thing. Got that stainless steel grill right on the side of it, ready to go.
All right. Yep. We've got the, somebody was asking about the fish. We got the one fish. I'm going to say it was in the teens, but
22 pounds.
We're going to go 22 pounds on that one. I don't think it made it to that, but what the heck.
Make me feel better, okay?
Oh, wow. Luther said yeah, we've got some, we had some shad. Dutch Gap. That the flat right across. That's where we've been catching them.
Great. I told everybody my secret bait spot now.
Yeah, I know. Nobody ever goes for bait there.
Nobody ever can catch a bait where it's
Yeah, because Stand 3 was actually, he went out fishing today with his wife and kids. Got some shad and then caught a few. Gill netted a few more for tonight once he was done there. What? Luther said he's never actually had luck there.
Really?
That's where we go for Dutch Gap. We always go there first. Oh, I guess it depends though, Luther. If you have is your gill net is it the floating kind, or can you kind of adjust the level? Because they have been a little bit deeper there. All right, since you've got to do most of the work, it's your call when we move. All right, yeah, Stan 3 likes that one too. He says he defaults to the flats behind Henricus.
Yep.
That's hard to beat too, yep. But we always try right there because we don't have, what motor is this?
It takes at least like 45 minutes to get back there.
For us to go all the way back.
Day.
For us to go all the way back to the flats behind Henricus, it's a 30, 40-minute trip back there for us. So we We always default to the flats right across from the boat ramp. All right, it has floats, but it'll sink. All right. Yeah, we just gotta. What is it? Uh, seven
7.5.
7.5
Yeah.
from 1957.
That's a 7.5 seahorse. 7.5 horsepower.
So pretty much, if Stan 3's in the boat by himself, it's only about a 15-20 minute trip. But no, Charlie Wilkes with the live scope. It is something else. No, never got to play with it. It, from what I heard, it's unbelievable. Darren, the water temperature right now is 59.8. Of course, you know, that's surface temperature, but it's dropped 4 degrees. We were just out within the past week, and it was 64, 65. That's right. That's right. Luther says, nice. Runs on 2-stroke and a prayer.
Yep.
Yep, that's why we got 4 or 5 batteries across the back with the trolling motor, just in case. Woo! Man, now I'm hungry. Missy Kennedy said squirrel gravy and homemade biscuits and fried taters. Oh yeah, the live scope for locating bait. Uh, you know, for I've heard also for crappie fishing with fishing the structure, like you can pick out the individual fish and still got to make the fish bite, but
Not if you got a net.
or dynamite, one or the other. Bugman 22 out there again. I hope you got your pole lined up. We have finally upgraded. My cousin actually sent it to us. What is it? The Helix 5?
Think so.
I believe that's what it is. Actually, the but the main thing we use a fish finder for is we are looking for depth. We're looking for that ledge. A lot of what we do in the river is finding that ledge and trying to keep along that ledge from the deep water up to the shallow flats. Your big fish will spend a lot of time in there. No, there's been nothing breaking tonight, Charlie. Nothing at all. Really, like I said, it's quiet. It's quiet. But at least the water's starting to move a little bit now.
So much move.
Yeah, I hear you.
The water is finally moving.
We're good. Darren, that's normally what we do a lot of the time. That's where we'll start out. And if we're getting, you know, we're getting a lot of fish on the outside, out in the channel more. We'll move more out to the deeper water. If you get more in the up on the flats, you know, you just play it by ear, let the fish tell you what they're doing. But yeah, so we love, that's one of our favorites. Still got 39 awesome, amazing people out there watching. Thank you very much. You got your phone? What is the temperature out here right now?
$48.
48. Yeah, it's definitely dropped a few degrees. I may actually put a coat on eventually here. Moving water in shallows. Well, because the water temperature was dropping, we had moved out into the deeper water a little bit.
Like a stump field over next to us, so it can't go but so shallow, or you
Yeah.
ain't getting it out. That's what happened to this.
Yeah.
I can't see how far I actually casted it, but I know it's in the water this time. Have y'all ever done that? I don't know if y'all go night fishing like we do. You put this light on, you can't really see past the light.
Yeah.
So I went and launched my one over towards the bank. Never heard it hit the water or anything. We look, that sucker was like 10 foot up in a tree. Didn't realize how close to the bank I was.
Well, yeah, it's it's 48. I got my jacket on, my coat on. It's still shorts weather though. But I did just in case. Just in case I got my cold weather coat with me just in case. Actually, I should probably check the pocket to see what's actually in here. Oh, there's some bait, some bait hooks. Haven't seen since last year. All right, dear. Love you, love you. Oh, there's some gloves. I was definitely liking those gloves. Got to check back with them too. Brian Lynn out there, how you doing? How you doing? 40 awesome people. But last year, this was from cold weather gloves from Runkle, RUNCL, and it's got the open 57 today around the corner. Then it's got this, it's got magnets in it, so when you pop open the mitten part, it locks on the back of the glove. These are actually pretty cool. Actually, they're pretty warm. Mr. Kitty Whiskers out there, how you doing? Okay, so since the water just started moving, we're gonna hang out here for a little bit. Oh. S&T saying has got a 40 on TikTok. Brian Lynn saying nice hat, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's the new Never Lost Anchors gear. That is the only anchor we use here. Hey, Philip Tolley from the UK. we are targeting, we're on the mighty James River here in the beautiful state of Virginia. We're targeting catfish. We've got one so far. We were calling it 22 pounds, but it was at probably in the teens, upper teens, approaching 20. He was having a rough night. He had some bad scars on open wounds on the back and on top of his head, so he was in doing some battle in there for sure. What's that? No, they're not waterproof, but they were definitely water resistant. You could probably put that what do you call it? Like you waterproof the tents and stuff with. Yeah, all the flaps, even the thumb has a where you can pull the thumb over, but then when you pop it back, it's got a magnet to keep it in. Definitely pretty cool gloves.
Try to find another spot.
You ready now? JBT in the house. Had Sharina and JBT had their live earlier tonight. Definitely want to check them out. Another great show. They had Striker. They had the guys from Striker Bait on there. Scotch Guard. Yep. $42 awesome people out there. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to probably going to move in a little bit closer to the ledge, downstream a little bit. Hey, Stefan, bonjour, bonjour. Oui, oui. I should have paid more attention in French class. That is awesome to see you, my friend. That is Stefan from No Real Loss, our good friends up there. We've got one fish so far tonight.
It was a pretty fish, though.
Yeah, it was a pretty fish.
I don't know if I can say that about that one.
It was a pretty fish, except for all the war wounds on it. Here we go. It was definitely great getting to see you last spring up there at the meet and greet. Hopefully we'll see you there again next year. Charlie Wilkes, do you like to use eels much? Eel is one of the better baits you can get if you have eel in those waters. We've caught some nice fish on eel. Majority of what we use for bait is we love gizzard shad because that is the primary food source for what's here. So we set the net out, we get the gizzard shad, but we do use eel occasionally. We've caught some nice fish on it. Most of the time for us to go get eel, it's if we're going to Dutch Gap. Sometimes there's a bait shop right there.
I don't gotta pay for shad.
And we might pick up one or two. It depends on what size they have in. We like to get the thicker ones. But shad, we don't have to pay for. We can catch them. But eel is definitely great bait. You see a lot of people use eel in the Potomac River. Eel in the Potomac River right now is one of the primary food sources in the Potomac River. So that's why it works so great there. You know, it's a super oily bait. It stays on the hook, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, definitely, if you've got a bait shop that's got some eel, it's definitely worth can't catch anything on eel. Now I will say we've had better luck in the spring, warmer waters on it. But Charlie, right here in the James with I'd say probably what 95% of the year, your best bet is shad because that is its primary. The big cats, especially, it's their primary food. In the springtime, when you get the shad run where the hickory shad come up and the heron and the white perch, they will turn off from the shad a little bit and go to that. Sometimes during the summer, sunfish or bluegill are really hard to beat. But the majority of the year, gizzard shad is what they eat here. So. And while we're doing this and getting ready to move here, this is what I've been using a lot lately. This is the FOA double Y rod. Freddie's Outdoor Adventures double Y. Get in touch with them. They just went on pre-sale, but this is the 5-foot version. And what I use this for is if we're doing some suspend drifting, Snatcher came on the show probably a month and a half or so ago. I love working with him. He's a really positive person. We work really well together. He's been just really busy with his job. So, but I would love to be doing some more stuff with that. When the hickory shad are here, the hickory shad usually will be a better bait just for that month or so or the few weeks that they're here. But day in, day out, if you use gizzard shad, that to me, because that's the primary food, that's what they're eating most of the time is gizzard shad. But what I've been doing a lot lately is the shorter rod, the 5-foot rod. I've been using this is the rock bottom drifters from Tidal Weights, Brad Cottle. His link is out in the description. And then I use a 2-hook rig. A 2-hook rig is what I've been using a lot of lately. And I'll show how to tie that rig. But these are the 6-aught Triple City Angler hooks. And basically, it's just 2 no-knot snells. Thank you, Darren. Philip Tully, what are shad? You haven't heard of them? Shad over here. Shad over here, they're your rough fish from over there, and I think you said you're in the UK. You know, so they're like a roach, or trying to think of some of the other ones there, but that's a shad. The gizzard shad, all they eat is plankton and algae, things like that. So we have to use nets to catch them, but they're very oily. They have a really strong scent. And so this is like an average size one here, and it's about a foot long, a little over a foot. But they are extremely they're just widespread throughout the James here. So a moon eye, yep, moon eye. There's lots of different varieties of them in the same family, but hey, there's Freddie's Outdoors Adventures. Freddie, just drop in chat if you could. If anybody's interested in getting the FOA double Y rod, this is the 5-foot one. This is the one we've been using to catch a lot of our fish lately. We actually won the couples tournament. My wife caught 19 out of the 21 fish on the FOA, the double Y rod, because it's a 5-foot one, so it's great for suspending or bumping right off the boat or kayak. Freddie has them on sale right now. Yes, thank you, thank you. Yeah, temperatures definitely dropping. I can starting to see my breath now. They were definitely down in the 40s.
Perfect. Cold front. Perfect fish.
Yeah. $33 of the 5-foot and $33 of the 6-foot. You can't go wrong with either one. When we first were asked to test them by Freddie, Stand 3 took them out on the kayak. Got the 63-pounder? It was 60-something pounds, I thought. Got 2 nice fish. Let's see. Missy Kennedy says those rods are $2, right, Stan? If so, send a 5. Well, I've had some of Missy's bacon before, so there may be some trading to be able to do. Let's see. Has Two Stands ever bought a fire stick, medium, heavy? Fire stick, medium, heavy? Not.
Nope.
No. Most of the rods we use Uncle Lou's. Uncle Lou's medium heavies. That's what most of the rods we have are. Before that, we used a lot of. Before that, we had ugly sticks. The ugly stick catfish rods, which are great to start out. The big thing you want to do with your rod is you check the G-style. I'll get to that question in 1 second. With your rods, most of the time with your rods, what you want to look for is, you know, you get medium, heavy, medium, et cetera, et cetera. Every rod company, every rod is a little different. There's no like set standard what makes a medium heavy, what makes a medium. But if you look at the ratings on there, there's a line rating and there's a lure or weight rating. So like on Freddie's rods here, the double Y's is 10 to 40 pound, and the lure is 1 to 8 ounces, which you can actually use more than that on there. But if you're using you know, 4 ounce leads, and the bait, you know, that's right in where that's supposed to go. If you look, a lot of them, medium, like the medium heavy ugly stick catfish rods, they only go up to like 3 ounces. So if you're trying to cast a big bait and bigger weights, it's you know, it's not rated for that. So that's the big difference. That's what you want to look for with the rods, is match that to what you're going to be using. So if you're going to be using some of the bigger weights and bigger baits, that's where going up to like the Uncle Lou's, the Mad Cats, the Catch the Fever, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
FOA.
Oh, you meant the ugly sticks. That's your favorite. Yeah, that we've used the ugly stick. That's what we used. We used them for a long time. My father always, that was one of his favorites, was ugly stick, and they're great rods. But that's the big difference. If you look at what they're rated for, if you're going to be trying to cast heavier weights, you'll moving up to that next class of rods makes it a lot easier to cast. You'll get more distance. You'll have, it's just makes it a little better. But they will work. Hey, Jesse, Outdoors Addiction. Great to see you, my friend. Tangling with Cats rods. That's a good one. Yep.
I'd like to try. I was picking them up. They felt like they're pretty light.
And that's what, if you go to, if you ever get to go to like, well, if you go to Bass Pro Shops, Cabela's, if you ever get to go to like CatCon, or you know different people to fish with, the best thing for rods is to actually get them in your hands. You know, and you can, once you get a rod in your hands, you can kind of feel, you know, like the Muddy River rods have an awesome, the Muddy River rods have an awesome, awesome handle. But, you know, it's everybody's got their own favorites, and
There's only one problem with that handle. It's so comfortable and pretty. You just don't want to get it dirty.
with the Muddy River rods,
Yeah.
right?
It don't matter. The black one, the white one, the Paul Smith one, all them handles.
Yep. Yeah, and that's, you can
don't
check.
want no guts, nothing on them.
You can check those out on muddyrivercatfishing.com. They are just, you just pick them up and it feels so great. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. That's what I try to do. Thank you. Thank you. Bugman says, in his opinion, the Muddy River rod last year was the nicest looking rod at CatCon. I agree. Muddy River rods are awesome. Uncle Lou's rods are awesome. Mad Cat's rods are awesome. Hellcat rods are awesome. You know, it just really depends on what you want to spend and what you're looking to do, and everybody's going to have their own preference, what feels better to them. And I just know if you're, you know, you hear us talking about the Freddie's Outdoor Adventure rods right now. What I like about them is I've been doing a lot of suspend drifting, things like that, but they do, even though they're shorter rods, they're rated to cast those heavier baits and heavier weights. So even though we're shorter rod, they do a pretty good job of that. And, you know, if you're working in tighter quarters, let's say even on the bank where you've got overhanging trees, that's when it's really good for that. But back to what I was saying with the, if you go to CatCon, like all the rods are there, so you can actually pick some up. You get to try the different rods. Yeah, the two-piece. I hear you, Bugman. Yeah, if you've got to travel with them, it definitely.
Hey, you ain't got to worry about that with the FOA rod.
That's right. That is the one thing about the 5-foot FOA rod.
Even the 5 foot.
It's one piece. The 5-foot or the 6-foot. You can fit that in any car. All right. Darren Babcock said, I live in Los Angeles, fish coastal now, but grew up in KC. Okay. Well, we've done our share. Of course, it's on the other coast over here, but we fish. Stand 3 over the past couple of years has been doing great for with flounder, and
This is pretty much fun.
yeah, that's pretty much his fish of choice once he goes down to the salt water.
I'm going down there to get groceries.
Get the groceries.
That was
That's
the only
right.
thing
Hey,
on my list.
I tell you what, flounder is a tough fish to beat if you're going out for fish to eat. But croaker is great. Sheep's head. Danimal said, oh, let's see. Uncle Jeep said, I wish Muddy River made a medium light rod in light color. I really would love to use one for carp fishing. Yep. That's right. And, that's what the Freddie came out with the FOA double Ys is youth and yak. And, the great thing about those is like even we're on the boat right here, we're on a smaller boat. So we've got a bimini frame and things like that. And you're trying to maneuver with the shorter rod, you can maneuver around the other frames and the other things on the boat. In the close quarters, you can maneuver around it a lot easier than you can with the longer rods. Danimal said there were a bunch of nice rods in KC. Could not pass up the 2 medium Mad Cats smash rods, the purple and the lime green.
What kind of reels you got on them, Daniel? Right now, there's a sale going on.
Oh, am I supposed to go into infomercial mode for a second? Stan 3 was asking, what kind of reels you got on them, Danimals? Because, what's great is the Ancient Mariners have tons of different colors. And, right now where you can get Ancient Mariner reels for about $76 at triplecityanglers.com, it's cheaper than the actual Ancient Mariner reels. Ancient Mariners website. Use code 2stands20 right now. It's $76 for an Ancient Mariner reel. They got a lifetime warranty. Anything goes wrong with the reel, you send it back into them. They send it back to you.
Wrap.
Got it? All right. One take. Pretty good. I'm getting good at that. Missy. Oh, guess not. Thought I had a bump there. Missy Kennedy said, I'd like to find different 10-foot rods to try out, but I love my Mad Cats. You know what? Mad Cats are great rods. A lot of people got a lot of supporters out there. A lot of people are mad cats or die, and once you find your favorite rod, a lot of people stick with it, and I don't blame them. That's just how it works. Like I said, most of our rods,
kind of like football teams. Almost.
yeah, kind of like a football team almost. You find that favorite, you find that one that you like, but then there's different situations that come up, and
it's just like football. You see the guy riding down the river with the, oh man, that guy got mad cats. Hey, what's up, man?
yeah,
It's like seeing the dude at the bar with the same jersey on.
well, you know what? That's what's great about. I don't got my. I don't got my catfish. Let me see your hat for a second. That's what's great about catfish clothing. That's the new line right there, catfish camo. What Stan 3 was just saying, like you see somebody else with the same stuff. Like you see a bunch of people around here with the catfish clothing. It's like, hey, like you do with the motorcycles. So if anything goes wrong with the reel, blame Stan 3. That's right. You can blame Stan 3. You send it into Ancient Mariner, and he will send it. It's a lifetime warranty on it. So it's to get a lifetime warranty reel for $76. That's a pretty good deal. Appreciate you, Darren. Thank you, thank you. We did get the one fish. And we definitely, I thought the tide, we fish tidal river. So like I said, every 6 hours, you got an incoming tide and outgoing tide. When we were coming out to fish, somehow I got it mixed up. I thought we were going to be at high tide with outgoing. Kind of why I picked up here at this area. Well, come to find out, once we got here, it was the exact opposite. It was low tide when we got here. So if I would have known it was high tide, I probably would have went to a different area. Missy said, yep, about to order the yellow one to go with her Surge and the Orange Crush.
Awesome. Oh, then if you're going to get a chance to win that tackle pack.
Oh, no, she's talking about the Mad Cat rods.
I know. I thought you ordered a special
deal. No.
Well, then you ain't getting a chance at the tackle pack.
Well, maybe, unless I read it wrong. Oh, no, maybe that might be right. Yeah. Yeah, well, Missy, if you are going to order that yellow Ancient Mariner, the 20% off ends on Sunday. And pass it to me, I can't reach it. Any sales between now and Sunday with the code 2stands10 is entered into the.
20.
What's that? Oh, 2stands20. Sorry. It's a tackle pack like this. It's got hooks and spooks and swivels and rattles and everything else. It's if you've never used a long rod, it's totally a different experience. We've got a what is that one? Oh, it's a Lewis rod, LEWS. It's a 10-foot. I don't remember the name of it, but a cat something. No, G-Style, the 7000, as far as I know, is just in that black color. Oh, there's nice something passing through under the boat. The 7000 is just in the black color. The 6000 is the one with all the different colors. Yeah, Missy, right now with the 2 stands 20 code, between now and to Sunday, it's only $76, and it's a lifetime warranty. That's actually cheaper than it is on the Ancient Mariner site. So I don't know, I don't think you're going to find it any cheaper anywhere. And it still has the same lifetime warranty, et cetera, et cetera. And that is out in the description. But G Style, the Ancient Mariner, the 6000 one with all the colors, it's kind of like the Abu Garcias with the C3 6500 Abu Garcias, and then going up to the bigger catfish special. Really, for most of your catfishing, like even here in the James, that you don't need anything bigger than that C3. Chester White, it's out in the description. It is triplecityanglers.com. It's maybe about halfway down in the description. Use code, everything on the website is 20% off if you use code 2stands20, including the Ancient Mariner reels. And every order is in a raffle. So not only do you get them at a discounted price, son, every order has got a chance. The tackle pack that's on there is over $100 because it's got spooks, hooks, swivels. It's got more than what we have in this box right here. And so any order between now and Sunday, not only do you get that great price on the reel, but you're entered into the raffle for that tackle pack as well. Danimal says, I'm looking forward to breaking out the 11-foot and the 10-foot Murillo gave him in Kansas City. There you go. That's right. Send it. Let's see. Darren Babcott says, biggest fish, grandchildren. Well, let's see. My oldest granddaughters, Little Smith and Tiny Smith, Stan 3's oldest daughters. What are they? Both about 30 pounds is their big blue cat. They're both at about 30-pound PBs. They've been fishing since babies. Tiny Smith has caught some redfish down in the saltwater. Yeah. She was actually the one day she picked out her own jig, and she's actually sitting out there in the water casting on it. She was just kind of kneeling down in the water casting. There's all kinds of other people there fishing. She was the only one catching fish that day.
She had I guess the drum were like chasing the mullet up onto the shore. She had a whole school of mullet just explode all around her. She started freaking out, running up to the shore.
Yeah, that would have got me too.
She caught it. She caught the whatever the fish. When she was running up, she come up. She had a redfish.
And now the twins, the 4-year-old twins, Eat the Alien, they've caught some nice fish. They got a nice bass, trout,
20-pounders.
Probably they're in the 20-pound range. They got the flathead the last time you went out with them too.
Yeah.
Let's see. G-Style says, oh, here's a good question. That's going to open up the whole braid and mono thing. Have you ever used both braid and mono together on one reel to get more line capacity?
Yeah. I did that before I started using the big game. It's only like I just did it because it was cheaper. But but once they got the big game, it's only like $6. You get the spool up.
Yeah.
But I don't need that much line really.
Yeah, we're
out
not
here.
big. Maybe if you went saltwater and you're dealing with some of those other things, you might look for some more line capacity, but we don't really worry about that too much. We are definitely mono. We use mono a lot. Now, Stand 3 will use the braid in saltwater for flounder where you're doing a lot of jigging and you need the sensitivity to feel that light strike and feel the bottom. But with catfishing, when what we do here on the James River with catfishing is there's a lot of structure around. So I've lost some big fish by using braid, and it hits that structure and pow. So the line we use most of the time is Berkeley big game. Most of our main lines are 30 to 40 pound Berkeley big game, which is like $7 a spool, and it is pretty strong, sturdy stuff.
Basically you get two reels with that one.
Yeah, some of our reels we've got the Penn squalls, and you can get 2 reels filled with just one spool for $7. But that is now if you are going to use braid as your main line on a bait caster, make sure that you got to do one of two things. You got to either use the mono as a backer on that, because braid, if you just use straight braid on a reel like that, it'll slip. So you either got to use mono as the backing on there, or you got to put the braid on there and tape it off so it stays stuck. But yeah, that's
now they have special spool.
Yeah, they do have the spools where you can tie it on through, but I'm old school.
They got a little rubber part so the braid sticks when you tie it.
Yeah. S&T, I think my funnest pole, the Whisker Seeker. Yeah, there's a bunch of poles out there like that have that more sensitive tip, shall we say. Let's see. Danimo's saying, have you ever used a longer rod from the bank? I'm curious about something. Well, yeah, I think the longest one we've got, we used to use
been surf fishing.
For saltwater we've been surf fishing. We've also used them here on the river from the bank. A lot of our bank fishing, we have overhanging trees and things like that, so we can't use the longer rods in a lot of places. But yeah, I have used them before, so I can answer the question. All right, Shade Tree, always great to see you, my friend. Shade Tree Catfishing, a 2-stand fishing family member. Thank you. Retired Rick out there. Oh, without a doubt, Darren, if you've got younger ones in your life, take a kid fishing, man. That's what the best thing you can do. I've been fishing over 5 decades, and man, some of my greatest memories is taking kids out fishing, or new people newer to fishing, taking them out. And
5 decades.
Yeah.
Man, you're old.
Oh, bow. Shots fired by Stand 3. All right, Rick, thank you. Mad Cat's line is supposed to be really good. Danimals, the big thing with the 4-ounce, the amount of lead is more so. The amount of lead is more so the current. So like fish in the rivers, we use the heavier lead. Like most of the time for the current here in the James is 6-ounce, 8-ounce, and it can pretty much go down and it'll stay down there. Sometimes we need more, sometimes we can use less. But if you're fishing lake, it's more so just to get, so you want to get away with technically you want to get away with the least amount of lead as possible, so they don't, the least amount of lead, the less chance it is of them to feel it when they're taking the strike. But then it's, also from the bank if you're trying to get more distance to hit out to a certain spot. So yeah, if you've been using 4-ounce leads and that's what you use in your area,
Probably get a better cast with braid.
well, no, he was saying I use 4-ounce leads on my 7.5-foot rods. Do you think I should just stick with that on the longer rods?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if that's
that doesn't.
the amount of weight isn't for the length of rod. It's more for the water conditions that you're fishing in. But if you use the same weight that you were using on 7-foot rods, on 10-foot rods, you will cast further. As long as that rod is rated for casting that amount of weight. Hey, Mr. Duggar's out there. How you doing, Duggar? Great to see you.
Beam us down a fish.
Yeah, beam us some fish. I made the wrong call tonight, that's for sure. Missy said she's used the 10, 11, and 14-foot rods. Always great to see Duggar, and Duggar saying 3. Appreciate you, Mr. Duggar. Always great to see you out there, my friend. All right, there you go. Yeah, wind.
Yeah, I was just thinking that same factor. I
Yep.
was like, well, it depends on how windy it is.
Yep, but if that's what you're used to using and that's what you have, it'll be the same thing. It'll just it'll give you further you'll cast further as long as the rods. I don't know what rods you said you got in the higher lengths, but as long as, if you look at the rating, as long as they're rated to cast those weights, it'll cast further than on the 7-foot rods. 40 awesome people out there. Thank you very much.
That's the big factor. That night, everything else was pretty well the same, except the current. Current was ripping that night. Last year.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, like I said, with the tide, I picked the wrong area because I thought it was the exact opposite tide. Yeah, you will definitely cast further.
Oh no, all he's got to do is go out in a boat, and then he'll just try to cast it up in the shore.
That's right. That's right. That's the big joke. You ever notice how, like, you're on the bank and you think, oh, I got to cast it as far as I can out to the whatever. You get in the boat and you're, oh, I got to get it closer to shore. All right, S&T, always great. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Glad you found the channel. Thank you for those awesome comments. Darren Babcock, yeah, the only different bait we got to try is the most important bait, and that's location. 9 times out of 10, the bait you're using isn't going to make a huge difference if you're in the right location, and we are not tonight. But that happens, every time you go out, whether you catch fish or not, put it in the memory bank. And like I said, when we were coming out here, I thought we were at high tide and it was going to be an outgoing tide, which this section of the river, the current it'll be a much faster current up here at that. When it's the opposite, we're way far up from the saltwater. We're about 100 miles away from saltwater. So this section of the river on an incoming tide, this section of the river on incoming tide, the water isn't moving that fast because it's so far away from the salt water. So when we got on the water, it was low tide, which meant this whole amount of hours tonight is incoming tide. And blue cats feed on current. Blue cats relate to current. So yeah, should have went further downriver instead of upriver. I just was under the wrong information. But hey, it happens. And you've got, if you're on the water, you always got a chance to catch something. More of a chance than you do from the couch. So let's see. Hey, take down catfish, and there's our Virginia brother. How's it going, Kenneth? Great to see you. Let's see. Tired Rick said, I got a 7'6" Chad Ferguson heavy rod with a Seagate and 2-ounce sinker and only get about 50 to 60 feet cast. Oof. Yeah, and that sounds probably.
How heavy is your line? Okay, what line?
There you go. That sounds probably more of a reel or line thing. I don't know, Rick. I don't know how heavy of a line you're using. If you're trying to get more distance, you can always downsize the line a little bit, and that'll get you more distance. And yeah, some reels are just better. Like your Abu Garcias, the big thing with Abus is they're distance. They're definitely for distance. Now, like your bigger pen reels, they will cast okay, but they're more of a power reel. That I was talking before about the Ancient Mariners. There's a very smooth casting reel. If you're looking for a reel with great casting distance, the Ancient Mariners are super smooth.
They come with a power handle.
And I believe, yeah, they come with the power handle, yep. As opposed to the Abus, and
that's my great one. Once you have a reel with a power handle, it's hard to go back.
Oh, well, or if you have big mitts like this, to try to use a regular little, like on the regular Abu, you feel like you're just doing this. You can't grab it. Any of the reels I have to have power handles on them.
And of course, that Abu, that was, like you said, is made for distance. So that sucker, you're casting it the farthest. Then you're sitting there.
Yeah, it's got the little paddle handle on there, and you're trying to reel in that Abu.
5 inches of crank.
Let's see. 42 awesome people out there watching. Thank you.
That water just creeping on by.
Yeah, the water is just
creeping on by.
And talking with Epic over the past year or two, that's one of the big things is you can kind of tell when the conditions, just by looking at the water, you can tell when the conditions are better. Another thing you can do, Rick, is with bait casters, it is kind of a learning curve. And one of the good things you can do is just take, if you say you normally use a 2-ounce or 3-ounce or whatever sink you normally use, take and put that on just the sinker, and then you tighten up your cast control knob, tighten it up all the way, and then release the, whether you got the push button or whatever, and then you loosen it until what you want your sinker, just for practice, till it just starts going down like that. So once you loosen it till it gets to that, then you cast that. And you'll get good at casting that. Then you loosen it a little more. And then you loosen it a little more. And eventually, just from practicing, you'll be able to loosen that cast control up, and you'll be able to get more distance from it. But that's the biggest thing with just practicing and just trying to learn how to use a bait caster is that I don't know if you can see it good or not, but there's right in there. It's the little cast control knob underneath the drag, underneath the star drag here. Just loosen that. Yeah, this is the Lew's speed cast reel. The thumb, it's got the thumb bar. I like this one because I've got it on my Freddie's rod, my 5-foot Freddie's FOA double Y rod. So I like the thumb bar because what I do with this is a lot of, I call it suspend bumping or drift bumping, but I also use it even if you're anchored up. I got this one just kind of right off the boat, so I love the thumb bar on it because it's easier to control. You can let line out and keep tension on the spool with your thumb. Yeah, it's a great all-around reel. No problem, Rick. Yeah, that, like I said, tighten it all the way up and loosen it till it just starts going down. Man, practice with that. And then eventually you'll be able to loosen it some more and loosen it some more. But that'll get you some more distance on it.
Supposed to loosen it, and then you'll start dropping. And once it like hits the floor, you should be able to let your thumb off, and it shouldn't spin anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, like you said, once you get good, then if you put a bigger bait or whatever you're doing, you
yep.
throw it off. That was like the big. Once I learned about the making sure the spool stops once it hits the floor or whatever, it all made sense after that. I don't know about all. It got me in the right starting spot. Now, I done messed up 3 casts out here tonight, so it don't mean you're going to be good all the time either. So
yeah, that's the one thing with everything's got pros and cons, and the bait casters, they have a lot of pros for fishing for bigger fish, bigger catfish. It's the drag, line capacity, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But the cons are always on that.
Your handle flip over and shut the close it on. I'll never forget when we went fishing with we were talking about Chris. We were out there with Catfish Chris. And they went zing and threw the one out. The thing clipped. Or no, it was the whole spool didn't come off. It was out of line, so it just kept going. It just looked like a streamer. Yeah, make sure you tie your line on to your reel.
That's true. David Smith says that's good advice, and don't just sling it so hard. Yeah, it's more of especially with the bigger baits and bigger weights with catfishing, it's more of a smoother motion than with bass fishing and stuff. You may do that little kind of snap cast.
Go to snap cast with a 10-ounce and a whatever.
Yep.
You might snap something else.
I was needing a smaller reel for my Whisker Seekers medium rod. There you go. The pens, yes. The pen rival that's what Stan 3 was just talking about with the pens, especially the rivals and even the warfares. If you don't have the handle can move on you, so it'll engage the reel during the cast. The squalls don't really have that issue too much, but the other ones
Yeah,
do.
they don't have the auto engage.
Yep, otherwise it engages on its own during the cast. There's our good friend, Mr. John, the professional catfish angler. Real-time catfishing. How's it going, John? All right, Kenneth. Saying going to go to bed, got to get up early, hanging with his dad tomorrow. Well, that's what it's all about. That's what's awesome. You know, I love it. Get to sit out here and hang out with my son tonight here. I don't know how much longer we're going to be out tonight, but Bugman says his biggest forget is to trip the reel. You will throw off a pack bait in a hurry. Oh, if you forget to, yeah.
Yeah.
And real-time catfish. It's a 2 stands fishing family member. Thank you. He was out fishing live earlier today. I was watching some of that.
I can't. When's he gonna do the takedown tower?
I know. We were supposed to do that up here this year, and it's just been
That thing was cool.
yeah. Stand 3 loved that takedown tower. David Smith says, "Yep, let the momentum of the rod and weight do the job to get out further." There you go. Everybody's saying hello to John. It is 12:16, so midnight, 15 minutes after midnight. I think UK is 5 hours ahead of us, 5 or 6, so it's 5 or 6 in the morning over there. John says, "Gotta find a fish."
I hear you there.
Well, I gave John a tip. You just got to find a spot to do it at. That's all. Yep, 5:15. I thought it was 5 hours. Let's see. Philip says it's 5 a.m. Yeah, I'm going to be going to bed soon. Hey, if you don't get excited when you're out fishing, you're doing something wrong, Bugman. Danimal says, after fishing with Sunfish King, I'm going to start throwing out for carp when he goes out. Use worms provides more opportunities for different fish to make the trip more fun. Absolutely. That was why we started doing on stand day. We started doing carp fishing this year. But even without that, like, there's monster catfish out here. And, tonight's probably not the greatest example because We haven't even caught that, but I've got small 6/0 hooks with tiny chunks of bait just for anything. That's cut tiny little piece of cut shad.
You know what the problem is?
What's that?
We're too prepared.
Yeah, I know. We got the net. We got the
perfect net. Every rod is, can perfectly handle something. Normally, I'd have like a bass rod out here, like a spinning reel out there. I don't know why it seems like your least equipped rod normally gets the biggest bite on it.
And Denimals bringing up Sunfish King. If you haven't checked out Sunfish King, great young man. I like what he does.
I like that hat. Yeah.
The Sunfish King hat. Yep. So check out Sunfish King. Night crawlers. Yep. Valerie Irwin. Always great to see Valerie. She's definitely a huge supporter of the UK channels over there, as well as our US catfishing channels. Always love that combination. We don't have any rods out for that right now, but yeah, we have a lot of bluegill and crappie and white bass or white perch, etc., etc. It's 12:20. We are going to give it like 10 more minutes. Uncle Jeep says, that's awesome, Jeep. Yeah, carp, it's another whole amazing species of fish, and he says he's been fishing for carp lately and doing really good. They fight as well as a channel cat. Carp are an amazing fighting fish. We have definitely been
and they're everywhere.
That's the one thing, yes, with carp, we fish, we're lucky, blessed that we have these big monster blue catfish here. But they're not everywhere. But carp is pretty much in every body of water across the country, so everybody has pretty much got the chance to catch some nice carp. G-Style Fishing asking, what's your oldest fishing reels?
Oldest.
I know I've got some. I got that one reel from Poppy that's probably from like 1960s, old spinning reel. We've probably got some Zebco 33s from 40 years ago.
Yeah, oldest doesn't work for me too well. I use mine pretty heavily. These are all probably 2 years or newer.
Yeah, most of the reels we're using here tonight. Most of the reels, and they've made some really great advances in reels. Most of the reels we got here tonight, we've got probably well, definitely without a doubt, the most expensive one was sent to us by Steve. Stand 3 when he did the Iron Cat. When we first started doing this, he donated a reel to the James River and a rod. So Paint and Surf by Steve sent us a Abu Pro Rocket. We've got some Penn Warfares and Penn Squalls. They're great. The Penn reels, Warfares or Squalls from a boat, they're amazing. They're for fighting big fish. They have a lot of power to fight the big fish. The power handle on it is great, so you can get a lot of control on the bigger fish. They don't cast as well as like your Abus or Ancient Mariners. So for bank fishing, I would say that's the reels that cast a little better are better for that. But for boat fishing, your Penn reels are awesome.
Probably my favorite.
Stand 3 has got a low profile from Cast King. part of our Murillo arsenal. We got it from Michael Murillo. It's the Capstan 3000, I think,
300.
or 300. It's a low profile, but for heavier line.
It's got the heavy duty drag too, just same as.
Oh, it's got the just like the round bait caster, but it's a low profile.
Yeah, it's got
That's
that
by
everything.
Cast King. We've had some great luck with Cast King reels. And of course, the Ancient Mariner. And that's a great thing with Ancient Mariner is you got the lifetime warranty, which for a $70-something reel is hard to find. Dan said he's still looking to catch his very first carp. We'll definitely check out Pack Bait and check if you can, if you're able to chum the waters where you're at, like where you can broadcast some corn and things like that out there. That'll help out with that a lot. Yeah, Bugman said had to switch to them due to his travel restrictions. Just not a lot of cats close to there. He's caught a bunch of carp this year, though. Yeah, you've caught a bunch of them on stand day, Bugman.
Or a couple of them after.
Yeah, and a lot of them after stand day. He's gonna do a montage of all of them when the snow starts flying. There you go. Hey, Steve Luck, how's it going? Good to see you. Oh, there you go. That was my father's favorite reel. I have a couple Garcia Mitchell Model 300 from the 50s. Yeah, my father liked the Mitchell 300As. Whew. They were great reels, had great line capacity. The drags were awesome, and they last forever. That was what my father always used, was ugly sticks and the Mitchell 300As. Oh, well, I hope that goes well for you, Philip. Yep, Danimal, definitely great to have you in. Even though it took over a year to have you come back. Oh, that's right. I got the Abu. See, I've won other tournaments. The bank. I did the 7-7 from the bank tournament where Tom LG Bass put up the Abu Garcia, the C3 6500, most fish from the bank, and I caught 30. What did we get that night? 35 fish. 35 catfish from the bank during that tournament to win the Abu Garcia.
Nobody remembers those. They just remember the ones we come in second place.
Yeah, well, more so me. Stan 3 did more. I'm always the one that was out doing the YouTube tournaments, and Stan 3 was kind of out with me, and I was kind of here, we'll go do this, we'll do that, but he did a lot of the month-long kayak tournaments and those things, and you won how many of those?
The last 9 that
The last 9 of them that he entered, Stan 3 won 9 out of the last 9 that he entered, so.
everybody look like everybody taking a break for the end of the year now.
Yeah.
I don't see any more till next year.
Bugman says, and before best one I caught on a Sunday was 10 minutes before stand day. I remember. Okay, we're caught up with chat again. We're going to give it a few more minutes. Huh? Oh, something under us. We're going to give it just a couple more minutes, and then we're going to get out of here. You never know until you throw, right? Isn't that the
Yep.
there's a bunch of those sayings, but we did catch, at least there was no skunk. We did catch that one fish that was a lot of people said he just bit on our line to get out of the water.
Yeah. Help me.
Help me, help me. I'm getting the crap kicked out of me here.
I want to catch what was kicking the crap out of him.
Yeah. Maybe we should have put him back on for bait. No, it was a nice fish. It was upper teens.
22 pounds. How
Oh,
many
okay,
times are we gonna
22
go-
pounds. We didn't put it on the scale. We just felt bad for it and wanted to get it back in the water. Oh, well, thank you, Uncle Jeep. Thank you, thank you. That was the, people ask me what was the one thing missing from the Kansas City CatCon, and I said Uncle Jeep. Hey, JB Vlog, great to see you. Thank you, thank you. All right, Philip Tully, it's 5:30 in the morning over there in the UK, and he's finally going to bed.
And that made me tired just thinking it was 5:30.
Yeah, I was hoping we could put a few more fish in the boat. I hate when I'm wrong. I said the city's been calling out my name, but the water conditions are just not right. Oh, I hear you, Uncle Jeep. I hear you. I almost didn't go. I got lucky enough that I was able to ride with Catfish Clothing and Has Life, and got lucky enough to go there and lucked into a hotel room from Catfish Conference. So that was the only reason I made it out to Kansas City. But nobody else has any other questions. Again, for if anybody's interested, Freddie out FOA Outdoors. He's doing the pre-sale on his rods right now. Check out Freddie's Outdoor Adventures. His link is out in the description. Also, we are part of the Triple City Anglers. Right now, till Sunday, is doing the 20% off site-wide. The big thing with that is he carries Ancient Mariner reels. I don't think you're going to find an Ancient Mariner reel out there for $76. Got a big choice of colors. So use code 2stands20. Also, there's the hooks. I love the hooks. I'm a big fan of the straight shank, straight eye hooks, circle hooks, but use code 2stands20 on triplecityanglers.com. That is also out there. I mean, a reel with a lifetime warranty for $76. That's hard to beat. So that's out there. Of course, Uncle Lou's. That's what we always use. And tidal weights, again, Brad. And like I said, everything, when I talk about them, those are the things that we actually use. Those are the things that we catch the big fish on. But so I wanted to end that out there and throw that out there. Well, Bugman, thank you. It was great meeting you at CatCon. That's one thing that's the biggest thing. CatCon, you get to see all the great equipment and all that. But the biggest thing is that you actually get to meet face to face. You get to shake hands, throw some arms around each other. Got to meet Danimals at the Kansas City one. Bugman was at Louisville. Met so many people. Darren says, ask Stan 3, where's the bait fish? They're in the water. Yeah, they even kind of, there was thousands of them underneath the boat before they've even taken off. So if you are interested in going to the Louisville CatCon, it's February 24th and 25th. Catfishconference.com. That link is out in the description also. That's going to be just amazing. There's going to be so many people there. You're going to get to meet a bunch of YouTube people. That's right. That's right. And we actually got to sit right there and unblock you from the Two Stands channel, even though it took a year and whatever to do it. But
I probably have. Remember, you like blocked like 50 people from the chat with your tablet.
oh, that one day, yeah, when I was
That's
out with,
probably when it happened.
when we were out with Mike Chavez, I put the thing on it and I blocked all kinds of people.
It
But
probably been blocked since then.
okay, G Style, one last kiss. All right, I'll get to that one too. So we got a couple questions. G Style says, "Do you think Catfish Pro Rocket is worth it? Any good or bad reviews on it?"
I think that Ancient Mariner for $70 right now. I think that one's worth it.
There you go. Ancient Mariner with the lifetime warranty for $76. Definitely worth it. The Pro Rocket, hey, if you've got the money and you come across it, it's a great reel. But then you've got to buy a power handle for it. I'm kind of prejudiced, I guess. I'm not the biggest, Abu reels are great. The right ones. Don't ever get the Abu S. Abu S, it's like the gray kind of reel. And they're Abu S. They're made with plastic gears. Stan 3 had one. He thought he had a great deal. We thought we had a great deal at the pole and the reel at like under $100. And what was it? The first 15-pounder you got stripped out the gears. Yeah, it was only like about a 15-pound catfish, and it stripped the gears out of it. But even the other Abus at $100 and whatever dollars, yeah, they're a great reel, and if you can afford it, it's a great reel. But there's so many other reels out there, like the Ancient Mariners, like the Pisky Funds, like whatever, that are just.
If it's your first reel, I wouldn't buy it. I would get something else.
Yeah.
If you've been fishing for a long time and you want to buy something good, then get it.
Doing Stand Day Sunday. Well, we're trying to work on it. I am co-hosting it's the Battle of the Rivers this weekend, and I'd said that I would host it. It's or I'll co-host it with Chad. It's the Potomac River versus the Mississippi River. It's on Fields to Water channel this Sunday morning at 9 a.m., and I had agreed a long time ago to help co-host it, and I didn't realize it was on Sunday. We're trying to work something out where maybe but I doubt it will happen. But after that, we should definitely be back. The weekend after that, in October, I was at CatCon Kansas City, and it's just been several things going on, and that's why we haven't had any of those on Sundays. Oh, the couples tournament, that's right, for the past 2 Sundays. Let's see. The bite is slow tonight. Well, we had the one nice fish. We got the one 22-pounder.
There we go.
I said to come upriver. We should have went downriver. I just got the tides wrong. DC Metro, what's up, bro? Good to see you. We're jumping out of here in just a minute. Yeah, that's right. You can get a lifetime warranty on a reel for $76. Like I said, it's out in the description. TripleCityAnglers.com. Use code 2stands20. Gets you the 20% off. Brings it down to 70 something dollars. You're not going to beat that. You can't find that price anywhere. Yeah, if you are going to get Naboo, make sure it's Sweden only.
There's a Goober time post with a.
There you go. There's the Triple City Angler spook with a Goober time hook. I like the big wide gap on those. And also with getting that reel, not only are you getting the reel at that price, but you're entered into a giveaway.
Got some pretty good odds so far.
Yeah, so far there's some pretty good odds. There's not a ton of entries into that yet. So your every order at TripleCityAnglers.com until the 23rd, you're entered into a giveaway for $100 and some tackle pack that's got hooks, spooks, swivels, etc., rattles, etc.
That's a. I don't know. I'm just saying. Maybe you went in there and bought one packet of hooks. You got pretty good odds on getting a whole tackle box.
Yeah, there you go. But like Stan said, if you are going to get the Abus, make sure it's the ones from Sweden. Darren said, wasted many dollars on big dollar reels. Save your money and buy those medium cost reels. Yeah, there you go. And happy with his Pisky Fun Chaos. Hey, the Pisky Fun Chaos, that's a good reel. It's basically the twin to this reel. It's twin. The Pisky Fun Chaos is the same reel as the Lose Speedcast. Just got different color. It's blue there instead of gold, but other than that, it's the same reel. Yeah, if you're boat fishing, Penn squalls are great.
I guess you should know yourself too. If you know you're gonna maybe not baby it so much and all that, maybe not get that super high dollar one.
Yeah.
If you destroy stuff really quick, maybe save a couple bucks.
But with that being said,
There's a cat daddy.
there you go. DC trying to get Danimal. He got to meet, DC was in Kansas City with us. He got to meet Danimals at KC. They got to get Danimals to DC. There you go. DC will put you on some fish in DC. That's for sure.
That cat daddy taking up the whole screen.
Yeah, there's the big, that's the Triple City Anglers, the Cat Daddy. The Penn Fierce spinning reel.
I got the Fierce 3.
That's what he's saying. The Fierce 3, identical to the Cass King Sharky 3.
Yep.
And costs much more. Yeah, I've got the Sharky 3s. We've also got the...
I actually caught a Penn Fierce 3 on an ugly stick in the ocean.
That's right. That's right.
It still works. I still use it.
He caught the Fierce 3.
I thought I had a good flounder too, man. I was excited.
Yeah, it turned out it was the Fierce 3 on a reel, on a rod, right?
Yeah. The ugly stick Tiger Elite. I still got that too.
Yeah, he caught a pretty good combo, and it had just been lost because it wasn't all salt rusted and everything. So
I dumped her out, cleaned it up.
Uncle Jeep, exactly. Uncle Jeep says, or if your name is Chad Fields and you like to throw your rods into the water, it might be best to not go with the uber expensive ones. Just saying. Darren Babcock never been spooled. Only time I was close to being spooled was 2 times in saltwater and when we were fighting that 222-pound sturgeon. But with that being said, we are jumping out of here. We've got the rods pulled in. I think the last one is coming here. Check out the description. We've got all the links and etc. for everything that I talked about tonight is out there in the description. The discount codes, etc. That's all out there. Oh, shark fishing too. Yeah, that's right. But thank you. This Sunday, I will be co-hosting the river battle between the Potomac River and the Mississippi River on the Fields to Water channel, 9 a.m. to 2. Oh, well, Uncle Jeep, thank you, because without y'all being out there, I would have been sitting here talking to myself, and Stan 3 would have said, what the heck are you doing talking to yourself all night? So at least y'all y'all give me an excuse to staying out here talking. Yeah, DC, we got to come up. We're definitely working on trying to come up there one of these days to get out there fishing with you. That would be an awesome weekend up there fishing DC with DC, Mac and Haz and everybody else up there. So, but thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you all being part of Two Stands Fishing. I will definitely see y'all again very soon. Like I said, I'll be co-hosting on Fields to Water this Sunday. Well, Darren, thank you. That makes it worth it. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. We try to do every Sunday morning, 9 a.m. to noon for stand day. Friday nights, I do the 8 p.m. to whenever. Most of the time, we're talking about fishing. Sometimes we get to come out here and do it. Appreciate y'all being part of Two Stands Fishing. Thank you very much. We are out. Deuces.